Is Kirk Hammett dead? Now let's talk about it. A lot of people, there's a conspiracy going around that Kirk Hammett died many years ago and was replaced. Now, I don't know where this conspiracy theory originated, but let's talk about it because it makes a lot of sense. I think Kirk Hammett was probably replaced. He died and was replaced. Now, some people will say that he died in that bus crash, but I think it's a lot more likely that he died or was replaced either around the Black Album or around Load. Because let's face it, you can't go from playing all kinds of great scales, even harmonic minor and all these modes and arpeggios, and then all of a sudden, what are you doing? Just wanking a couple double stops and a couple same 2-3 pentatonic licks over and over again? So it makes a lot of sense. To me, he probably, like if you think about how he played in the Metal Hammerfest in '85, or even Seattle in in the late '80s and Injustice for All, that kind of stuff. Let's be real, that's not the same guy that you're seeing playing right now. In 2005, he didn't even have any, like in Saint Anger, he didn't even play a solo. So the way he went from Injustice for All to the Black Album to Load to Saint Anger to the new albums, that's definitely not the same person. And let's take a look at some pictures of him. If you see him in the early days, he looks like this. Then all of a sudden he looks like this. Now the mole is not the same, although that could be added or, whatever. And I mean, look at this picture. That's for sure that's not him. There's no way that's Kirk Hammett again. That's not the same person. So you can see it, his physical appearance has changed. The way that he plays guitar has changed. The way that he talks is completely changed. And let's face it, Lars does a lot of weird satanic type of stuff. So I certainly would not put it past Lars Ulrich to have killed or allegedly have had Kirk Hammett killed and then replaced by somebody. And in fact, if you look at it now, it's probably time for another replacement. Hey, in fact, guys, I think I know of a couple guys that could replace him okay around this time, put a little mole here or something. No, I'm just joking. It's not going to be me. But this is not a crazy conspiracy theory. If you think about how the information is these days that you're given, and can you really trust the entertainment industry with the way things are? It really makes quite a bit of sense. Oh, and his teeth are not the same. Look at his teeth in the early days compared to his teeth now. A lot of times when people are dead, they identify them from their teeth. So if you look at these teeth and then you look at those teeth, not the same guy. Not the same guy at all. And if you look at what happened with Paul McCartney, like in 1966, when they replaced him with Billy Shears, they call him Fall, is that what his name is? We know that this is a classic move that these evil entertainment people do. If you look at the stuff that happens in Hollywood and you look at the stuff that happens in the entertainment business, I think it makes perfect sense that this is a pretty big possibility that Kirk either is dead and they replaced him with Kurt, or maybe he's just living like, back to, remember, he's like a hippie from San Francisco originally, so, maybe he's just out there doing Grateful Dead type stuff or whatever, and not allowed to be around anymore. Who knows? They certainly probably replaced him, or if he was not replaced, he was mentally replaced. So maybe it's some sort of CIA, or I don't know what kind of thing they have in like a Danish CIA or something like that, like Lars's dad, but he might have been lobotomized. He was certainly lobotomized. If he's not really physically dead and replaced, his brain was changed over, because you cannot go from playing all those arpeggios and harmonic minor and mode things to now you're only playing a couple double stops and a couple bends. That's not the same guy, folks.